PROD.SHUNDO. This is his first interview.
Good to be here.
So would you be able to talk more about the program that JCC offers for making music and how it helped you create your art?
Well, yeah, JCCC has a really good program in music production. I won the second class for getting my 4-year associates there, and then I transferred to a 4-year school. The program there, though, you have access to Pro Tools and $500, it's anyone. And
For free?
well, yeah, for the class.
Oh, yeah.
But you get free studio hours and all that. Also, you get help with teachers. We're also getting a rhythm mixer next year. It's really nice. It's like upwards of $15,000. So, yeah, it's really great.
What does your schedule look like when you're making music during the week?
This really varies. It really does vary because I work full time and then I also have school full time, so I try to manage it out. And whenever I do go to the studio for free time, it's usually so probably I get creativity and inspiration around 8, like midnight.
Okay.
So it really does vary though, depending on my mood.
What is your music background and how does that influence when making it today?
It doesn't really influence it. I was in choir for most of my high school and public education career and all that. But it doesn't really influence any of my music because it's not really choral. I just make beats. I've really had an aspiration to go and chase rapping because I usually do produce more hip hop type beats styles, but it just varies.
Okay. And when learning different notes and stuff, like in choir and stuff, like you don't, what about like piano? Did you work with piano in choir?
We had a pianist, so yeah, that was yeah, it's just especially in chamber choir, that's just like that choir. We had a pianist in our main choir, and she would work with us every day. And there were a few songs that we performed with pianists, but that's like it for the only issue that we had.
Right.
Most of it was off of that. I learned a lot of my music through there.
Cool.
And I really do appreciate the friendships like that. Right. They taught me a lot. They're kind of, not in a sense like a second father, but they just want to be like a mentor to you. Right. You just have to appreciate what they do.
Of course. And if I were to like buy a beat from you or buy any of your songs or use any of your songs, how much would you charge for?
Depends on how long it depends for everything, but usually it's like $10 either. That's like max. I think a good quality production would be produced for $10. I think the music industry is so competitive, but that's the whole part of it. But you're just trying to get a little bit of money. I think $10 is for like a 3.4 millibyte.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Not very big.
It's not big at all.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's fair price.
And what advice would you have for the artists out there that feel like they're not making much of an impact with their business?
Can't think of that as yourself because you're making your own. Everything is different, and art is called art for a reason. You make an impact in your own way, whether it doesn't impact a lot of people, it could impact you and give you your own emotions when you listen to it. So don't necessarily think about it as, oh, it's not reaching us.
What's a common judgment amongst the music production, and how much does that affect you with your music?
I wouldn't say like that's teach. Usually, I'm looking at it, but I've been taught to look at music as like you don't judge it. Basically, it's music to everybody. I mean, like I like Heat and that's fucking spits gibberish. Pardon my French, but it's really necessarily about your own opinion. It doesn't affect me much. But like I take constructive criticism, if anything. That's good, and that's what you kind of have to say. If you don't, that's your problem. Right. You just got to be in that type of mindset. It's this type of industry. It's
right.
competitive.
Like
everybody's gonna give you praise, and then they're also gonna give you critique, and then they also want to be in it for themselves.
Right. And there's the hate, and then there's also the love. So
Yeah, fans play a big part.
describe your music style for someone who has never heard your work before.
Acid rap,
Acid rap.
acid rap, like anything like it's like pseudo psychedelic almost.
Okay.
Um, I of course can make like regular instrumental beats, just like progressive keys and then add a synth. But
Right.
acid, pseudo psychedelic.
That's cool. Yeah. Psychedelic rap, acid rap. I like that. And what areas do you think you could improve in your music?
Mixing, everything is like, oh yeah, nice. It's like mixing, and I just want to grab the beat by its throat,
Right.
and it's a process, man, because a little bit too much reverb can go a long way. Like the wet and dry filter, it needs to be like between 10 and 30% to get the right frequency. But
That's cool. And then, like, how important are sound levels when mixing your like beats and stuff? Like, how important is it to like lower one or raise one or even them both or just any of that kind of stuff?
yeah, very. Especially because of this thing called clipping. Whenever you look at a rap song, especially in this day and age, it clips a lot, which is basically sound wave is just completely at the top the entire way. You see it on like SoundCloud, especially. It'll show you like how loud the song is throughout. Rap is always clipping. That's why it's always at the top. Okay. Respectfully, if you ever see like red bars on your music and like your software that you're using, you're supposed to turn that sound down.
Right.
In this day and age, people don't really care about mix those much. They don't care about the product that they're getting, how fast they're getting it, because fans want more and more and more. Right. If you listen to so much rap, so many people are getting really popular off trash lyrics.
Right. Very easy beats and trash lyrics.
Yeah.
Right.
It just captures one attention. Our attention spans are not
right.
less.
So you've told me in the past that you don't really want the fame from it and you don't necessarily care for it. But in the time being, if someone big, like a bigger artist, were to contact you about your music and want to purchase music from you, how would that make you feel? Like, how would that like influence you to continue to like grow?
I think it influenced me a lot to grow, but at the same time, if I'd have something else going on in my life, then I'm not going to completely let that impact you, because I view music as more of a hobby. I don't want to stress myself out about it and try to see who will like it and who else. Please, at the end of the day, I do, and that's the public's decision. It's your art. Yeah, that's my art. Exactly. That's how every art should be. I forget who it says. She said it. Things along the lines of, "I'll just keep making art and publishing it. They just keep critiquing it. I have no time to judge my art."
That's a great, yeah.
I don't know. It was a long thing.
And so if I were to want to start making beats and start making music, what tips would you give me in music production, like starting out, like beginner tips?
Definitely watch a few videos online about melody, like music theory, because you need to have some music theory. I mean, make a beat, but it might just sound like the 4-year-old made it. But if you have like common tempo time and like melodic keynotes, just a few notes will go a long way. You know, like trichord is just like separate from like, it's a whole
right.
It's
goes
better, it's
deep.
better if I just show you on an actual keyboard, but
Yeah.
it's pretty easy if you watch a few videos. Right. YouTube can educate you a lot. I learned a lot about mixing, but I'm still going through my class.
Right, that's fair. And you're still learning yourself too. That's the cool process.
By no means am I no confident.
right. Right. Like honestly, like this means a lot. Like this looks fucking ridiculous. I know. Like honestly, this looks fucking ridiculous because I'm using my phone and fucking $20 mics off of Amazon. But like eventually, if I get monetization and shit like that, like it'll just like increase. You know what I mean?
I don't even. Here's the thing. I don't think I'll get
I'll make sure on my
monetization
phone,
first.
it's all
I think
good.
I'll get sponsorships.
Yeah, I think so.
How I had it. Really? Are you ready for your interview? Yeah.
You ready, baby?
We're ready, baby. We're going to the city. Oh shit!
Man beat tree. Was a big bitch.
Getting good shots, man.
Okay, hold on. I can edit that out, but that's a blooper.
I know.
That's a blooper and a
I know,
half.
that's part of
the fucking intro.
I love
right
that. He
there,
goes,
dude.
Will's a big bitch in the mic after the long pause. So let's try to